Hi everyone and welcome back. So in today's video, I want to talk about a capsule makeup kit. A capsule makeup kit has a lot of different multitasking products and this kit can be used for creating a number of different looks. So basically you just need this one kit for a lot of different occasions. I've got a lot of amazing versatile multitasking products. All of these products are in the mid-price range category. They are not too affordable and they're also not high-end. Most of these are my go-to and I also have some new favorites, so let's get started. Let's start with primers. I have a couple of them. First is the Power Grip Primer from e.l.f. I carry this everywhere. This is my go-to primer. It gives a very nice sticky base for all skin types. It also makes your makeup very long-lasting. It doesn't crease. I like focusing this in my T-zone because makeup comes off very easily from there. Also, I face a lot of creasing in my smile line, so this really helps prevent that. It's an amazing gripping primer. It's just that if you have sensitive skin, you might want to do a patch test before using this. Next, I have a primer that is a bit more versatile than the e.l.f. Power Grip. It's the Primer Premier by Lovechild. Now, this is a pore minimizing and mattifying kind of primer. It's not exactly like your silicone and slippery mattifying primers, you know. Whenever I apply this, I get this really nice cooling sensation. It's super lightweight, not too slippery. It mattifies my skin really well, but my favorite thing about this primer is the texture, of course. Now, this can be used if you want a matte, full coverage base. Now, both of these primers can be used for a lot of different makeup looks. For example, if you have dry skin and you want to do a natural like glass skin kind of makeup, you can use the e.l.f. one. And if you have oily skin and you want to control the oil but still want your skin to look natural, you can use this one. The e.l.f. one gives a very good grip, but it does give you a glowy finish, so keep that in mind. Now let's get to the actual base products. For this, I will recommend 3 types of products. You can have one of each in your kit. Number 1 is a good trustworthy foundation. Number 2, a skin tint or a BB cream. And number 3, an illuminator. Now let's talk about these one by one. While getting a foundation, you definitely have to keep your skin type in mind. A foundation that I'm really loving these days is the Maybelline Lumi Matte. I have done a full review of this foundation. I'm going to link that in the card so you can check it out. It's an amazing foundation for the price. The shade range can definitely be better, but I love the texture. So if you can find a shade in the shade range, then it's an amazing foundation to go for. Even if you want a full coverage finish for your glam makeup looks, you want to get a foundation that is skin-like. You don't want something that has got really high coverage. Instead, get a foundation that has a medium to full buildable coverage. You do not want your base to look cakey, and for that, you have to pick your foundation very wisely. Now let's get to skin tints. You don't necessarily need a skin tint. If you have a foundation and a moisturizer, you can mix them and make your own skin tint, but that kind of backfires sometimes because you're mixing 2 different formulas. So I definitely like having tinted moisturizers and skin tints in my bag. In fact, I use these more than a foundation. Now here I have the Rimmel Moisturizing Skin Tint Foundation. This is so lightweight, it can be used by any tool. You can apply it with your hands, with a sponge or with a brush. Now I've got 2 shades over here because my shade was out of stock. So yeah, the couple of shades that I like mixing are Natural Beige and Rose Ivory. They are very lightweight, very clean girl. The next category is my favorite, illuminators. I want a few parts of my skin to glow even during summers. I obviously don't want my T-zone to glow because that is going to look sweaty, but I do like a nice glow on my cheekbones, as you can see. Now this is glowy, and oily is when your entire face is shining, especially your T-zone. I place these illuminators very strategically. The first product I have here is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Now this one, if I'm not wrong, is a dupe of Charlotte Tilbury, and I really like this product. I mean, I've not tried Charlotte Tilbury, but I'm a huge fan of this. You do want to know how to use it the correct way. I've seen a lot of people applying it all over the face, but when I did that, it did exaggerate texture. You really want to keep your skin texture in mind before applying this all over your face. What I like to do is I just place it on the high points of my face, like a little bit on the tip, over here, a little bit on my chin, and then definitely on my cheekbones right over here. This has got sheer to medium coverage, so you also get some coverage with the glowy finish. It's a really nice makeup product to have in your kit. Even if you have a matte foundation, you can make it glowy by placing this on the high points of your face. Next, I have a couple of my new favorites. These are the K-Beauty Hypergloss Liquid Highlighters. And I have to say, I never used a liquid highlighter like this. This actually has no visible glitter. It just gives you that glow without a glittery finish. Like, I couldn't find glitter in any lighting. I liked all the 3 shades. Rosé is kind of a pink shade. pink highlighter shade, and then we have Sparkling, which is a bronze highlighter shade, and then ultimately Champagne, which is a champagne highlighter shade. I like mixing Sparkling with a lot of my base products, especially my foundation. I also like mixing this with my cream blush, and I like applying Champagne on the high points of my face, exactly like the e.l.f. Halo Glow. So this is like half the price of the Halo Glow. It's not going to give you any coverage, but definitely one of the best liquid highlighters you can get. I'll highly recommend that you have 3 shades of concealers in your kit. Number 1, a concealing shade. Number 2, a highlighting shade. And then ultimately a contouring shade. First, I want to talk about the concealing shade. This is the NYX Bare With Me Concealer Serum. Now this is an amazing lightweight concealer. It has a very natural skin-like finish. I also use this concealer as a foundation a couple of times. It has medium buildable coverage. The best thing about this is the skin-like finish. Now you definitely want to have a concealer that is exactly your skin tone. This one is very close to my skin tone. Especially when you're doing a natural makeup look, you don't want a highlighting concealer shade. So this is an essential for the makeup kit. Now next is the highlighting shade. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. It's a multi-use concealer and my shade is medium. Now medium is an amazing highlighting shade for me. I think Maybelline changed the formula of this concealer. Tell me if I'm right in the comments. Because I remember earlier it used to be this thick, very full coverage kind of concealer, and now they have made it more blendable. Even if I'm applying a highlighting shade, it blends really well. And it looks kind of a natural highlight instead of giving me that creepy flashback, you know. And then ultimately I have the PAK Take Cover Concealer in Baked Brown. This is the one I use for contouring a lot. This has got a neutral, a little bit of a warm undertone I'd say, but it's more or less neutral. I really love this shade for contouring. You can opt for contouring wands or bronzer sticks. If you want to spend less money, you're better off with a concealer in a contouring shade. So these are the 3 concealer shades that will really help you with your base for a lot of different occasions. So next let's talk about a setting powder. I have the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Mattifying Powder. My shade is medium. Now I did notice that I have a lot of NYX products in here. The thing is that NYX is actually a drugstore brand outside India, but in India their products become kind of costly. This one costs rupees 850 and I really like this powder. The reason why I have it in this kit is because I like using it in a couple of ways. Number 1, with a powder brush like this. So I'll just take a little bit of it and I can apply this all over my face. Also, I can use this to set my under eyes lightly. And then second, if you really want to set your under eyes, then you can use it with a sponge as well. That's why I really like this powder, because I can actually use it with a sponge too. Just pick it up and you can see it really mattifies. And I love that. You can just focus it in one area with a sponge without making that area look cakey. This is a viral powder that made everybody's pores disappear. It does work, it won't make your pores disappear, but yeah, it's a really nice setting powder. Next is a cream blush, and I have this amazing product from Kiro. Also a huge thanks to Kiro for sponsoring this part of the video. It's the Kiro's new Afterglow Lip and Cheek Tint. This has got customizable pigment control. It starts with a very sheer coverage and you can build it up to opaque pigmentation. This can be used on your eyes, cheeks, and lips. It's super lightweight, feels like nothing on my lips. My favorite shade is Peach Beach. I like keeping this sheer on my lips. It gives a very nice peach tint to my lips, and I'm also wearing this on my cheeks. It blends really well and is very lightweight. I also love the application of this product because the formula is great. The application is very effortless. It's non-patchy. There is no streakiness. You just swipe it on your cheeks, blend it, and you're done. The shade Beach Peach can also be a dupe of the Rare Beauty blush Enjoy, and it's also very similar to the e.l.f. Camo blush in Coral Crush. This is easily available in India and costs rupees 800, so do check it out. So we have talked about cream contour, cream blush, and your liquid illuminators. Now what if you want all of those in a powder form? It's amazing to have a multi-purpose palette like this in your kit. This has got your powder bronzer, your powder highlighter, and your powder blush. This is the Lakme Absolute Facelift palette. Now the shade that I use is a Sun-Kissed Glow. The blush is a neutral, slightly more to the cool side kind of pink. The bronzer is definitely warm, and the highlighter is a champagne shade. Now if you don't like more cream or liquid products, you can get this palette, or you can also get this palette if you want to make your cream and liquid products more long-lasting. For example, you can apply a cream or liquid blush, and then on top of that you can apply this blush. It's really going to lock in the pigment, making it long lasting. Same goes for highlighter and bronzer. So this again is a very versatile product. You get 3 shades in one palette, and this is also very travel friendly, has got a cardboard packaging. The final product for my face is going to be a setting spray. This is the NYX Matte Finish setting spray. Now I know this says matte finish, but it has got a very natural finish. It's neither too dewy nor too matte. You can apply a lot of powders, you can set your face, you can bake your face, but just spray this setting spray on top and it's all going to look very natural and like a single layer of makeup. It increases the longevity of your makeup and can also be used to refresh your makeup. It's an amazing setting spray to have. The mist is very fine and I love that. Another lip product that I will recommend is this gloss from Romand. This is the Lasting Water Gloss. This is the purple blue one. You also get an orange one. Both of these go transparent on your lips. You can apply these on top of any of your matte lipsticks to make them look glossy. And these don't just make your lips look glossy, they make them look glass-like. It gives you the glass-like shine. It also has a light cooling sensation that will plump up your lips a little bit, so you can also apply this lip gloss before doing your makeup to prep your lips. This is an essential for me. Ever since I exhausted my Makeup Revolution one, I've been using this one. I love how this makes my lips look super duper glossy and it has got very slight cooling effect, nothing extreme, so that just refreshes my lips. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite glosses. Finally, let's move to eye products. First of all, for eyebrows, I have a couple of products. First is a microfine pencil. I talked about this in my beginner's makeup kit video as well. This one is from Nykaa. It's the Nykaa Brown Point Microfine Pencil. It has got a spoolie on one end and a microfine pencil on the other end. Really good for filling in your eyebrows with precision. I have talked about this a lot of times on this channel. And then my must-have is a brow gel. It's the NYX Thick It Stick It Eyebrow Gel. This is my favorite eyebrow gel. It holds my brow hair. I apply it at least 2 to 3 times and I really like how lightweight this is. Just make sure that there is not a lot of product on the wand. It's very long lasting, completely transfer proof. So yeah, these are my eyebrow essentials. Ultimately, for my eyes, I have 3 products over here. First is an eyeshadow palette. It's the K-Beauty Bare Soul Eye Canvas eyeshadow palette. Now I use this palette a lot. This has got some of my favorite neutrals. It has a black and I love that. All of these brown shades are also amazing. It also has a golden and a bronze shade. So basically these shades will go with almost any outfit. I feel that this palette really complements my skin tone. This is the one I have on my eyes right now. I can use the black from this to do my eyeliner just like I've done here. So I generally don't carry a gel or a liquid eyeliner with me. Just use this black and this brown shade because I feel that looks more natural. Next is a mascara. This has become my new favorite mascara. It's the Lakme Lash Boost Extreme Mascara. Now this performs exactly like the Sky High Mascara. The curl, the lift, the hole, everything. Plus I feel that I like the wand of this one more than the Sky High Mascara. It's more slim, you know, and the application is a bit more easier with this wand. I just love the formula. It's super lightweight. Finally, I have a black kohl. A makeup kit is incomplete without a black kohl. I personally use this for tight lining most of the time, and I also like to intensify my powder wing liner with this kohl. This one is the Kiro All Day Comfort Kajal Liner. It's in the shade Carbon Black. It's a very pigmented black shade. Also, an amazing feature that I really like is when you tight line with this kohl, it doesn't transfer to your waterline. Once this kohl sets, it's not moving. You can also use this for doing a smoky eye look. You can smudge it, you can do a lot of things with the kohl pencil. So yeah, this is like an obvious must-have in your kit. And that was the last product that completes our capsule makeup kit. Now I have a request. Do leave video suggestions for long format YouTube videos in the comments. I really want to know what you want to see, especially when it comes to long format YouTube videos. And that's it. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!